The truth about Alicia Keys' affair: perilous, challenging, and frightening. Although it may appear that Alicia Keys and her music producer husband, Swizz Beatz, have a happy and healthy marriage, is a fact that few are aware that the couple's relationship purportedly began as an affair. Therefore, what transpired during the initial stages of Swizz and Alicia's relationship, the specifics of their contentious relationship and illicit affair are truly bizarre, therefore we shall analyze them. Alicia and Swizz, real name Kasim Dean, initially encountered each other through mutual acquaintances during their teenage years as they both resided in the Bronx, according to People magazine. They reportedly did not begin dating until sometime in 2008, but they subsequently reconnected in the music industry when they collaborated on several projects. Intriguingly, Alicia and Swizz maintained an extremely private relationship for more than a year. The primary explanation for the couple's silence regarding the romance, particularly during its initial stages, was truly absurd. Swizz was legally married to Mashonda Tafrere when he first became romantically involved with Alicia. Numerous online sources purported that they had allegedly resolved to dissolve their marriage in the spring of 2008. Around the same time, rumors began to circulate regarding the reason for Swizz and Mashonda's separation, and the situation appeared to be quite peculiar. Numerous rumors were circulating regarding the alleged affair between Swizz and Alicia, which Mashonda purportedly discovered and was the cause of their separation. However, Swizz attempted to rectify the situation in a June 2008 interview that was published on MTV's website. He alleged that he and Mashonda had been estranged for 9 or 10 months, even though their separation had only been disclosed a few months prior. However, this would imply that they had parted ways in early August or September 2007, which was entirely at odds with Mashonda's account. Mashonda published an open letter to Alicia on Twitter in September 2009, which was disseminated through Wrap Up, a website that covers hip-hop and R&B news. In the damning message, she disclosed that she had previously made numerous attempts to communicate with Alicia in a private setting. Mashonda stated that Alicia had never responded to her, which is why she decided to publicly voice out. She subsequently accused Alicia of destroying her family and clarified why it appeared as though she was solely blaming her for the affair rather than humiliating Swizz. Mashonda disclosed that she had held Swizz accountable for his infidelity. Nevertheless, they were able to reconcile their differences and co-parent their infant son, Kasim Jr. Nevertheless, Mashonda and Alicia were unable to establish a civil relationship, even though the exes were able to do so. Mashonda accused Alicia of disregarding her marriage and contributing significantly to the dissolution of her family. She stated that she and Swizz were on the brink of celebrating their 5th wedding anniversary and their son's birthday when she learned of the affair. However, this was not the only instance. Mashonda also criticized Alicia for concealing the truth about her affair with Swizz for more than a year and a half. In her view, Alicia could be candid about the way she had initially discovered love with Swizz, who was still lawfully married if she were able to tweet about it. Mashonda disclosed that she required time to establish rapport with Swizz's new partner and advised Alicia to initiate communication with her. According to her, Kasim Jr. desired and required more time with his father. However, it was alleged that he could perceive the tension between his mother and Alicia. Mashonda, to protect her son, encouraged Alicia to collaborate with her in addressing their differences. However, the subsequent events were genuinely extraordinary. It appears that Mashonda did not receive the response she desired or any direct communication from Alicia. Rather, Swizz and Alicia maintained their denial of the affair allegations. A few months later, they even began expressing more affection toward each other in public. Swizz and Mashonda's divorce was ultimately approved by the magistrate in May 2010, as reported by the New York Daily News. However, representatives for Alicia issued a statement that was extremely surprising later that month. Alicia's representatives informed People magazine that she and Swizz were engaged and expecting a child together. They also mentioned that the couple intended to marry later that year. However, Alicia and Swizz reunited in matrimony in a private ceremony 2 months later. Mashonda's subsequent disclosure was entirely surreal. Mashonda was interviewed by Sister to Sister magazine for the October issue in September 2010, and she was also featured on the cover. Key components of the interview were summarized in a blog post on Bossip. Mashonda disclosed some startling information. She informed Sister to Sister that her ex-affair had been ongoing for a slightly extended period than most individuals were aware. She asserted that Kasim Jr. began dating Alicia only 8 months after she greeted him into the world with Swizz. This would indicate that their covered affair began in August 2007, which is a full year earlier than they had previously disclosed. Mashonda acknowledged that she was unaware of the affair until December, months later and just 2 days before Kasim Jr.'s first birthday. She made the catastrophic discovery. However, her subsequent actions were genuinely irrational. Mashonda acknowledged that she had sent an email to Alicia informing her that she and Swizz were still married and cohabitating. In reality, he had been in a committed relationship with Mashonda since 1998, despite his shitty pattern of lying to other women about being unmarried. Mashonda also requested that Alicia cease dating her husband in her email. Unsurprisingly, she allegedly did not receive a response, and Alicia appeared to disregard her wishes by terminating her relationship with Swizz. However, Mashonda then disclosed an additional aspect that was truly peculiar. Mashonda also accused Alicia of wishing for Swizz's youngest children to address her as mommy. She maintained that her ex-husband promised to cease the practice upon her raising it with him. However, it is purported that Alicia continued to request that Kasim Jr. and Nicole, the daughter Swizz had fathered during his 2007 affair with Jonna Sebastian, refer to her as mommy. Before Swizz and Alicia could respond to the accusations Mashonda had made, they had a different announcement to make. A representative for the couple verified to People magazine in October that they had welcomed a baby boy named Egypt. However, the subsequent events were entirely unanticipated. Mashonda and Alicia initially endeavored to reconcile in 2010, but it was not until 2 years later that the two women began to make progress and establish a genuine friendship. This information was reported by The List. Alicia and Mashonda maintained their relationship for an extended period. Swizz and Alicia's second son, Genesis, was born in 2014, and fortunately, Mashonda remains in good health. In 2018, Mashonda disclosed to People magazine that she and Alicia had both realized that they were dedicated to fostering a more positive relationship for the benefit of their children. Eventually, they began to perceive their relationship as more akin to a sisterhood than anything else. During an appearance on Good Morning America that same year, Alicia disclosed that she and Mashonda frequently engaged in romantic activities. She also mentioned that their integrated family found it much simpler to host dinners and celebrate holidays together due to the mutual love and respect they shared. Alicia also penned the foreword for Mashonda's 2018 book, Blend: The Secret to Co-Parenting and Creating a Balanced Family. Mashonda expressed her regret for publicly criticizing Alicia for how her relationship with Swizz began in her memoir. According to People magazine, Mashonda and Alicia's relationship has evolved remarkably over the years, particularly because their dynamic was once quite chaotic and tumultuous. Currently, they share an extraordinary companionship which initially appeared to be an insurmountable challenge. Likely the majority of women would not wish to maintain a close relationship with a woman their spouse had cheated on them with. However, Mashonda was able to overcome this obstacle to realize her aspiration of creating a harmonious blended family. Fortunately, Alicia was amenable to forgiving Mashonda for publicly humiliating her in the press and on social media. However, I am interested in hearing your opinions now that we have delved into the startling details of Swizz and Alicia's affair. Do you believe that Mashonda's assertion that Alicia and Swizz began dating in August 2007 is accurate? What is your assessment of the development of Alicia and Mashonda's relationship, as well as the integration of their family? Please inform me in the remarks section below.